Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aggies offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football. It's up-tempo.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. He has the first and still on his feet. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and...
Sprinting away! Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels in football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Give to the single back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. Caught near the sticks, it's Sampson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that earlier interception, they want to make sure this guy gets his rhythm back.
Yeah, and sometimes when he loses confidence, he's also not going to push the ball down the field. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and that's a tough life. You want your quarterback to play free and not worry about making that mistake. He's already made one. This is a good way to kind of get that confidence going again.
Second down, he'll throw it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. got a first down here to open the period. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Quick strike complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
14, Minnesota, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. He's got him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Tompkins. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. They're trailing by 33 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. Makes a grab for a big play. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Texas A&M 21, Minnesota 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Guys had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
To the air on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing now by 7. They need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's reeled in. It's good. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tompkins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's on target and complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Texas A&M 24, Minnesota 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Punt is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys. Interesting matchup as well. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Finds his tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds a man on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the team. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Running into the open space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Dotson. Rushes on him. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about